Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. Today it's my OK Beauty box for November to December 2025. This is a subscription which costs £15 per month. You can cancel or pause, and there's always an offer on their website for first time subscribers where you can get your first box for £8.99 and normally a free gift as well. With this box, they start to distribute it on the 15th of the month. So if you like what you see in this particular one, you'll need to order it before the middle of December. You always get a couple of vouchers for OK magazine. These are worth over £9, and I think that is taken into account when they give you the overall value of the box. And there's a leaflet which gives lots of information on the products in here. This month's box is called the Celebrations Edit, and it's worth over £95. It's OK Beauty Box's 5th birthday, and they say to thank us for being part of their beauty community, they've put together this special box to help us celebrate in style. I can't believe they've been around for 5 years. I thought that I started getting their boxes when they were fairly new, but I'm sure I only started getting boxes about 4 years ago, so I must have been a bit late with them because they weren't one of the first ones I got. I think I don't know, actually, they might have been. I honestly can't remember. It's only 4 years ago, but honestly, it's like a whole lifetime for some reason. Anyway, on to the contents of the box. The first thing in here is by Rodial, and it's Bee Venom Cleansing Balm. So this is a 20ml mini worth £35. Laura Mully, OK's beauty and wellness editor, says Rodial is one of our subscribers' favourite beauty brands, and its Bee Venom range in particular is so luxurious we just had to include a product from it in our birthday box. This cleansing balm feels like a real treat to use, effortlessly removing makeup at the end of the day. And the brand says wonder ingredient Bee Venom works to plump fine lines and wrinkles and firms the skin, whilst almond and jojoba and wheat germ oils soften the skin, and amino acids and salicylic acids improve the appearance of uneven skin tone. For best results, massage the balm onto dry skin, splash water on the face to allow the balm to transform into a milky cleanser, and wash off with warm water. On the packaging, I'm pretty sure it says avoid contact with the eyes. So when I used this, I just used it on my face makeup. I didn't go, and my eyebrows. I didn't go much further on in the eyes, just in case. And it does mention that if you are allergic to bee stings, you're best not using this one. I've always wanted to try one of their Bee Venom products. I love bees. I've got a real thing about bees. And I was a little bit worried about it because I thought bee venom, that can't be good. Don't they die when they sting? But I've read on how they do it. They say bee venom is sustainably harvested and no bees are killed or harmed in the process. So I'm hoping that is the case, Rodial. If that's the case, then I'm happy. If the bees are happy, I'm happy because I love them. I have tried this out. It's a great product, actually. I'll show you what it looks like. So just squeeze a tiny bit out. It's got a lovely texture to it, very soft, and it does feel beautifully luxurious when you're using it. It's also got a very good smell. I can't really explain what it is, but it's like a spa-like smell. Very relaxing, beautiful, calming sort of smell. Not lavendery, but just it just makes you want to luxuriate in the massage, which is probably a good thing. It does go into a nice milky texture when you add water and then rinse off. I use a sort of flannel afterwards to make sure the makeup's off, but then follow up with a secondary cleanser as well. Happy with that, like it. Next product is by Dr. Paw Paw Does It All 7-in-1 Hair Treatment Styler. This is 100ml, travel size, worth £9.99. Laura says we didn't just want there to be one hair care benefit in this box, so we included a product that does it all. Impressively, this multitasking styling mist helps the hair in 7 different ways. The brand says it can be used to reduce split ends, detangle hair, reduce frizz, add shine, act as a heat protector, a leave-in treatment, and a blow-dry styler. I was just counting as we went along there. It contains natural ingredients, including pawpaw fruit, obviously, which rejuvenates, nourishes, and hydrates. And it's infused with their signature mango and coconut fragrance. You spray directly onto wet or dry hair, brush through, style as desired, or you can spray into your hands and massage through hair ends. Now, I have had this before, and I remember before I used this today, I did remember that there was a little thing about this when you spray it, that it comes, there's part of it comes out in a fine mist and part of it kind of doesn't. So I'm going to put it into my hand. Can you see what I mean? So there's like a fine bit there and some blobs there. And when I used it before, I did it a little bit far away and I got blobs going on the wall. So just be careful. I found out last time that for me, it was better to use it like that. Put it into my hands and just do that. And that's what I've done today. It does have a beautiful smell. Oh, that just went on my nose. It is quite fruity and tropical. It's nice. I like it. So I've used it, did that through my hair and blow dried my hair. It's done a good job. I've also got lots of little fine. This is the time of year when I molt a lot. Then I start a hair regrowth, but it's weird. And it's only been in the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years where my hair sort of, I noticed like bits of sprouting coming out of my head. And at first I thought it was damaged hair, you know, that had broken and everything. But after a while I realised that it's new growth. That's how my hair grows now. It's really weird, and it's always at this time of year. And recently, because I had the hair molt mostly last month, where loads came out and I couldn't see any sprouty bits coming, but now it's gone a bit mad with the old sprouty bits, so they're all there. So this is actually a really good product for me, just to sort of put my little sprouting hair down. But I'm glad, because I thought I was at that age now where I wasn't going to get any more sprouty bits and I'd just keep having the molt every year and just losing my hair. I think my hair has got a lot thinner than it used to be, but we'll see what it's like in the spring and summer, because that's when it kind of thickens up, when this stuff's grown a bit longer. Okay, the next product is Even by Bella Pierre. It's the Bella Pierre Cosmetics. It's the Pompous Lash Mascara. It's a 6mm full size, worth £19.99. Laura says a good black mascara is an absolute staple in any makeup bag, and this one from Bella Pierre seriously delivers. It gives pretty, fluttery lashes without clumping, and it's great at capturing even the tiniest eyelash hairs. And the brand says this mascara was designed to achieve perfect, fluttery lashes that are up to 10 times thicker. The silicone wand features soft bristles that allow for simple and precise coating of every lash, providing a clump-free, volumized effect. I made a bit of an error today. I actually got up this morning at 4:45, I think it was. I woke up round about 3. I'd only had about 4 hours sleep, and I couldn't get back to sleep. And then I heard the dog tip tap, tip tap, tip. And she's an old girl now, and she always needs to go in the middle of the night. And if my husband does it, he can get back to sleep really easily. But if it's me, I can't. Once I'm up, that's it. So I went, and he was sleeping, and I went to let her out. And that, I thought, do you know what, I might as well get up now and get ready. But the problem with that is that my brain wasn't quite working. So while I was getting myself ready, I completely forgot that I had to try this mascara out, and I used a different one. However, I did use this as a secondary coat on it, and I have had it before. And oh, sorry, it's flashing at you. I have had it before, and it is really nice. I particularly like the brush on this one. So this is what it's like, and it does that lovely bendy. I love a flexible, sorry, that is not doing good with the ring light. I love a flexible bristly bit, because it really does get in to your lashes. So this has been used as my second coat. It's a bit not quite what it should be, because I should have used it as my first and second coat, but it did a nice job on top of the other mascara. It is a lovely one to have, and it's good for me because I've just got rid of one of my mascaras. I tend to use, this sounds mad, but I use 12 mascaras at any one time, because I take it in turns and I wear makeup probably 4 to 5 times a week. So I just take it in turns and get through them every 3 weeks really. Just had to get rid of one because it wasn't performing as well as it should do, and this one will happily take its place. The next product is Sophia and Mabel Blossoming Blush Stick. This is 5 grams, full size, worth £14. Laura says, I can't get enough of this cute little blush stick. It's so easy to use, blends like a dream, and gives a very flattering, slightly shimmery flush to the cheeks. Unlike some cream blushes, it stays put all day too. The brand says our hydrating formula builds colour seamlessly and blends in easily with your fingertips, sponge or a brush, or however you choose to apply it. Twist up the stick and apply directly to the apples of your cheeks, then blend, and you can layer for added intensity. I have got this on today. I didn't expect it would be as much as it is, as sort of pigmented, I don't know if that's the right word with the blush, as it is. But it does, I thought I was going to have to build it up from the description, but that's just one sort of, I did like a little line like that, and then just blended in with my fingers, and then followed with, I think I used a brush after, I can't remember, it was a while ago and I was tired at the time. But it is lovely, and I'm not even showing you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And this, let's do it on my arm so you can see. It doesn't actually look that much on my arm, but I suppose on my face, when it goes onto my face, it does. And it does blend nicely, but it does still leave quite a bit of colour there. I was surprised, but I like it, I think. Okay, the next product is Collection Mega Lip Oil in the shade Lush. So this is a 5ml full size, worth £4.99. Laura says the lip oil trend isn't going anywhere. I'm just trying to get down to the right bit on the page. They're nourishing, easy to wear, and deliver that fresh, juicy lip look in seconds. This one from Collection glides on effortlessly thanks to the extra large applicator, leaving a sheer tint and high shine finish that feels light and nourishing. The non-sticky formula is enriched with squalane and vitamin C for up to 12 hours of hydration. Apply to bare lips as often as you like, or wear over your favourite lipstick for a glossy finish. This looks a bit like it's not my colour. The other thing is, I don't like, you know, when they say, oh, it's got a nice large applicator. I don't like that. That's too much for my lips. It's just too much. I'll make a heck of a mess using that. So I would probably end up using a lip brush mostly, but I am going to pause and try it with this. I'll be back in a sec. Actually, that was not too bad to apply. It was quite precise, which really surprised me. It does taste very fruity as well, which is nice. I'm going to pop it next, hopefully, to the blusher so you can see. And it is sheer, so it hasn't come out as I was expecting it to be really bright like that. But as you can see, it's not that bright, which is good for me. I think I actually quite like that. That surprised me. Okay, the next and final product in here is by Commodity Fragrance, and it's in the scent Juice Bold. So this is just a 2ml luxury sample size. It comes in a little box, and it's worth £5. It's just one of these ones. Tiny. Laura says, Commodity is one of my favourite niche perfume brands, so putting this juicy, fruity fragrance in our birthday box was a must, with rich, jammy notes of strawberry, raspberry and rhubarb. It smells like a sophisticated autumn pudding and is perfect for wearing at this time of year. It's funny, I was looking at this before because they've given us before the expressive, I think it was the expressive version of Juice, and the description then was about it being a lovely spring summer fragrance, but actually it is correct, which I will explain now. So this is the bold version of the Juice fragrance, and they also do an expressive one and a personal version. The expressive version contains key ingredients including raspberry pulp, rhubarb, strawberry and amberwood, and then they add other ingredients to the personal and bold versions. And for bold, I think it's vetiver and patchouli. You can tell it's the bold version because it's got a little plus sign after where it says Juice. I don't know whether you can see that. And if it's the personal one, I think it's got a minus after it. I actually thought I'd try them both because I have got the expressive as well and see what the difference is. So this is the bold one and this is the expressive one. This still smells more fruity. This has got other things going on. It's got more of a nightclub, nighttime vibey feel to it. Also, I would say it is more autumnal winter. This one's definitely spring summer. It just smells fruity and uplifting and lovely. I prefer the expressive personally. This one, it's okay. It starts off a little, it's gone a bit not my kind of thing, but it starts off very nicely because you do get a real burst of fruit in that first spray. Sorry, my stomach's rumbling now. It's beautiful, but it does go all what I call a heady perfume after a while, which a lot of people like, and it is good for sort of this time of year. Now I'm just stretching over here. I think I'm going to have to pause because I don't know where the other one is because I wanted to spray that again too. I'll be back in a sec. Right, so this is the expressive. You can tell it's that because it hasn't got a plus or a minus sign after it like this one has. I can't see what I'm doing there. They are slightly different. This one is definitely my favourite overall, I think. It starts out not quite as fruity as the other one. This is really strong, but I think the bold one's more concentrated as well. So I think the bold one's probably going to last a bit longer, but I think I like the expressive one better. I like them both, to be fair. So that's the end of the box. It's a really good box this month. First of all, Rodial Bee Venom. I've wanted to try one of the Bee Venom range products for a while, and to have a cleansing balm for me is good because I do like a cleansing balm. The Dr. Pawpaw one I've had before. It does a decent enough job. I will use it. I probably won't use it all up because I'll probably get bored and move on to something else like I always do, which is a terrible thing to admit to, but that is how I am a lot of the time, unfortunately. Then we've got the mascara by Bella Pierre. Really nice mascara, and that wand is beautiful to use. And then the blush, which is surprisingly quite pigmented. It's a nice colour, that. I thought it was going to be more orangey. It does look orangey there. I don't know whether it does in that light, but it does in this light. I think it comes out quite pink on the skin, which I prefer. The next one, I've just put the lid on that and made a bit of a mess, but never mind. Then we had the lip oil, which I really didn't think I'd like, but I think I've changed my mind. I like it. You can feel it. That's the only thing I don't like about lip oils, is I can feel them on there and it's kind of a little bit claustrophobic in the lip area, but it's okay. And then finally we had the Juice Bold, which I did want to try that actually. You often just get the expressive ones of Commodity and you don't get the others. You can buy little selection packs or trial packs from Commodity in, I think, all of their fragrances, where you get one of each of the bits, the bold, the expressive, the personal, and it's something that I quite fancy doing. Okay, I haven't done a video for a while because I haven't been getting my boxes. It's been trying to get things for my own advent calendar that I'm doing, but I'm pretty much there now. There's only a couple of products I'd really like to get. So one is by Delilah, and it's the eye makeup. It's not exactly makeup, it's skincare and primer for your eye, which is brilliant stuff. I would like that. What else was there? There's something else. Oh yes, Body Shop. I think it's a tangerine body butter or body cream or something that I'd like to try that. I had a sniff of it in the shop the one day, but it's £19. And I thought, gosh, that's quite a lot for Body Shop. I just didn't realise they were that expensive. I think it's such a long time since I've been in there, to be fair, so I didn't know the prices anymore. And also, I need to get some more things to wear because my winter wardrobe is rubbish. All I've got is jumpers and jeans and skirts that I used to wear when I was a bit bigger that I just don't, A, aren't quite the right size, and B, I just don't like anymore. You know, you just change, and I can't afford to get a whole new wardrobe. So I might have to visit some of the charity shops. We've got tons of charity shops by us, and it might be worth visiting some of them, I think. But also I quite fancy some jumper dresses, and I know I've got some old jumper dresses. They're probably not very trendy or fashionable, but some old jumper dresses stored away somewhere. So I'm going to have a look at those as well. Black Friday deals coming up. I am on the lookout with those. Anything that looks good, I'm going to go for. I have ordered something. What did I order yesterday? And I can't even remember who it was from. Oh, it was Marks and Spencer's. They're doing, like, with their Sparks card, they're doing 25% off various brands. And one of them was Bare Minerals, and I've got some Bare Minerals Prime Time primer because I really like that. And I got some L'Occitane Milky from Look Fantastic. L'Occitane Almond Milk Veil body moisturizer. So those are for my advent calendar as well. So I've slowed down on what I'm getting. I'm nearly there now. There was a Boots box out that I really like the look of. £90. I think it's still out actually. And I was thinking, if I hadn't already done my advent calendar, that's really good. I think there's about 24, 25 products in there anyway. If you've got an old advent calendar like I have, you could buy that for £90 and get a really decent advent calendar if you filled an old one. And I wish well, now I'm glad I've done my own one, but I almost wish that I hadn't, because I'd buy that and do it. My one that I did first of all, which is using an old advent calendar, and I've put things in from boxes that I had back in the summer. So I had a Marks and Spencer's summer box, and I had a Boots one. I can't remember which one it was, and various things that I've had since. And I filled up this old, I think it's a Harvey Nichols one, and I'm opening that now in November, and it's really good because I've actually forgotten what was in there. So it is like having a proper advent calendar, and all the things that are in there are things that I would like or want. Brilliant doing it yourself. What else? Walking. I've been walking such a lot lately. It's actually changed my beauty routine in some respects, because on the days that I work, I walk before work, I walk at lunchtime, and I walk after work, and I do altogether about 18 or 19,000 steps. So I've started having my shower at night time, which I've never done before. I mean, I don't really like it, if truth be known. I'd rather have it in the morning, but it just fits in better, especially after walking so much during the day. And using beauty products earlier on in the evening, I think it's quite nice to do, because then I have a nicer nighttime routine. I can concentrate on the things before nighttime, like doing my hands and my legs and my feet, and that. My face is already done. Gosh, my stomach's rumbling away. What else? Christmas is on its way. I'm going to be putting up my decorations next weekend, and I am excited. I think I'm the most excited for Christmas that I've been in many, many years. There was a time, I think I was excited when my son was really little, but from when he was about 18 months old, my mom started getting ill every Christmas, every single Christmas without fail, either just before, just after. At one time she was in hospital over Christmas, and it just happened every year. So I had this kind of like fear, although I was enjoying Christmas for my son's sake and making it special for him, inside I had this like little dread ball, this little knot every time it got to December, because I'd be worrying that something was going to happen to my mom. So this year is like I've kind of got rid of that feeling, that subconscious dread feeling. So I hope nothing goes wrong now. But I am looking forward to it, probably more than I have done in a very, very long time. So I definitely want to put the decorations up next week and make it feel all sparkly and Christmassy and happy. I have started eating too much already. We've got a Christmas cupboard that's getting full of food. One of the things I put in there was Lindt. They were doing the Lindt, you know, the little chocolate Lindt balls with shortbread in. And I thought, you know what, I really want to try that. But they only seem to do it, I think it's at the Lindt shops or at Tesco's. So I went and got one from Tesco's, and then I heard that, I don't know whether this is true, but I heard that they're only doing it till the end of December. So I thought, oh, what if I really like it? So I ate nearly the whole box in one sitting to see if I really liked it, and had to go back to Tesco to stock up on it. It was okay, but it wasn't worth stocking up on from my point of view. It was nice enough. It was just wasn't that shortbready for me. But the Christmas cupboard is doing very, very well. Finally, I had a really lovely, lovely moment yesterday. It was my dad's anniversary of when he died. He died 29 years ago yesterday. I have been longer alive without him than I was with him, which seems like madness, because I can still remember everything about that horrible, horrible day. And that was probably when Christmas started to be ruined, actually, from them, because it was very near to Christmas. But yesterday, I obviously remembered it was the anniversary, and told my husband, and we went for a walk. We went for a walk in somewhere we've been before, an RSPB place up near Kingsbury Water Park. Beautiful, beautiful place. As we were walking through, I saw a robin. Now, I happen to believe that robins are sent from those that are no longer with us. And it's a really strong belief that I've got, and I had it a lot after my mom died and then when my brother died. And there was this robin, and he was sitting, he was on the floor first of all. And I thought, oh gosh, be careful, you're going to get trodden on if you're not careful. He jumped up onto a fence and was looking at us. And I was literally about that far away from him. And my husband was eating a pastry as he went round, because he gets very hungry and he gets hangry if he doesn't eat. So he was eating his pastry, and I went up and grabbed it off him, grabbed a little bit from the middle. I don't think he minded too much, and put it on my hand. I don't know what, it was almost like I was being guided to do it. I wasn't even thinking what I was doing. And I held out my hand with this tiny little bit of pastry, and this robin flew, landed on my hand, picked up the pastry and flew off again. So I did it again, and then he did it again. And then he went and sat on this post and just looked at us and watched us as we walked off, because my husband had eaten the rest of the pastry. He didn't want me to take any more. So I thought that was mean, because I wanted to give a bit more. But never mind, I'm not sure whether robins should have pastries, actually. He only had a tiny bit. But it was just amazing. And it was like my dad had sent the robin to me. And whether you believe that sort of thing or not, I think for people who do believe, it's a real great source of comfort to have something like that happen. And it certainly made me feel really, really pleased about that. Anyway, on that sort of spiritual note, I'm going to send you loads and loads of positive healing energy I'm not sure when I'll be back. My next box will probably be Toil, and I've got a feeling Glamour might be out early December, so it will be one or both of those boxes. But in the meantime, I'm going to send you tons. It's pouring out. I can feel it pouring out. Lovely, positive, healing energy. Take it, use it, be happy, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.